Well, hello everybody. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. If you're new to my channel, hey, welcome. You'll find it eccentric and quirky and also structured and disciplined. And sometimes we have smackdowns. Sometimes we have Sarah School. Sometimes it's just chit-chatting about Keto Under 20 and what the differences are. Well, let me ask you something. Are you nearing your goal? Are you in maintenance? Well, first off, congratulations. Good for you. A lot of hard work got you there, right? Now what are you doing? I'm really curious as to what you are doing. I weigh myself every 2 days. No, I mean 2 times a week. And I've done so since Weight Watchers. My first reading was 2014, and so I've done that way. I usually do Tuesdays and Fridays, and it works for me. It is just a marker that I pay attention to. My jeans and my little pixie pants from Old Navy are what I judge my body by. Plus, you know, the naked thing standing in front of the mirror and the lying on your back when you first wake up. And that sort of stuff. Oh, aren't we all so quirky? But I figure because of, I seem to go between one weight and then a pound higher, but there's like 2 pounds to play with, right? And so it just seems to me that this must be maintenance. This must be as low as I'm going. I went lower, but then I think with the Keto Under 20, I'm building muscle mass, which weighs a little bit more. And don't ask me how you do that when you're not lifting, but works for me and I'll take it. So what are you doing if you're at goal or you're at maintenance? I know that there's some Weight Watchers people that watch this and they're at Lifetime, and so they do what they do, and they probably still can go to Weight Watchers for free and weigh in as long as you don't gain weight back or something. Is that how that goes? I'm not sure. But so yeah, if you're keto, what does that mean? If you're Keto Under 20, what does that mean? Does that mean you start adding in some carbs? You get a little lazy keto, you get a little loosey-goosey with your keto? For me, as I've evidenced twice this past week, I had a big strawberry. One, yeah, weighed in at 50 grams. So, organic. They looked good, and 'tis the season. So I did have a big strawberry twice last week. I tracked it. It fit. I'm happy. It's satisfied. It felt fun. It felt a long time coming, right? It doesn't mean I'm going to be having fruit salads and having fruit smoothies and all of that sort of stuff. What else does maintenance mean to me? It means having nuts in my salad. We're talking 7 grams of whole organic almonds, which equals 7 almonds. So we're not talking about, and we're not having it as a snack. I still have my bulletproof coffee and then 2 meals each day. And so my fat fasting, my intermittent fat fasting, because of the bulletproof coffee with the fats in it, I sometimes go. Yesterday, I didn't eat lunch till 1. The last meal that I had on the day before ended at 4. So I had 12, 8, 21 hours of intermittent fat fasting. So that felt good. And part of the reason that you want to do the intermittent fasting, which is really, if you eat 2 meals a day and don't have anything until that first meal, and it's well past 12, 14, 15 hours, you've done it without even thinking if you're not a breakfast eater. If you have a bulletproof coffee like I do, it's a fat fasting. It doesn't spike the insulin. Fats are neutral with insulin and blood sugar, and so there you go. And you've had it, and you can, say that you've got all these hours. Dr. Fung saw nothing wrong with having fat fasting with having a bulletproof coffee as, and then still counting it as the intermittent fasting because you're not eating the food with the carbs and the protein. And so, okay, so I've got a couple extra nuts in my salad, not as a handful, as a snack to keep me going. No snacking, still the same 2 meals, and those 2 big strawberries that I had twice, 1 each time. What else in my, I guess, so far that's one of the things. I haven't really changed anything. If anything, I've gotten simpler with what it is that I'm cooking. I found some Wagyu, kind of related in the Kobe family of beef, at Stop and Shop. I was very surprised. In the Nature's Promise section, on sale, $1 off, so $9.99, or maybe it was $8.99. But they're 4 patties, 5 ounces each, $73.27. So I had one of those yesterday with one little snackin' whole milk mozzarella kind of on top of it, and melted with some with 1.5 kosher dill, sea salt added Vlasic pickles. That was my lunch at 1 o'clock. Tonight is Fathead Pizza, and I am getting to know my chronometer. And it's funny because it's picking up trace carbs in things like cream, pickles, things like that. So I'm reaching my 20 faster. I think it even found trace carbs in ground coffee that I put in, which is like, oh, okay. But it does the total carbs, it does the net carbs, it does everything, and it shows you how much comes from each item, be it a veggie, be it a nut, be it cream cheese, anything like that. So I'm very happy with that. So with my food plan, considering maintenance, I'm not doing anything different. I exercise. I take a dark walk every morning for 2.1 miles in the dark. And then usually 5 days a week I go to the rec center and I do 45 minutes of brisk walking, which I figure is probably 3.5 to 3.75 miles. And I include that on my chronometer now. I know the other food plans do that, or trackers do that. But this is a much more detailed one. So if you're at a geeky place in your keto under 20 way of eating, it will give you information that you might not have received from other places. I'm very, very happy with it. And so far, it's a rare and appropriate strawberry. Not every day, but like twice a week I had that. And then it's, last night, for example, I had 7 grams of cashews in my salad, and they equaled 4. So I had 4 cashews in my great big salad at the end of the day. I probably am allowing things like the pork belly, a real fatty piece of meat. I'm having, yesterday I had 1.5 ounces of that chopped up into my salad, along with 2 ounces of organic chicken thigh. So I'm kind of still doing the same, and in fact I would say that my keto under 20 is probably more clean than it was in the beginning, because I was still resisting the discipline and the structure, and still thinking I could do little recipes, thinking I'm all fancy Nancy. And no, the only really recipe I'm doing right now is the Fathead Pizza, and it's a very rare and appropriate. The last time we had it was over a month ago. And so that's how I'm running my maintenance and at goal, and still doing the scale. Still, I'm not giving up my discipline and structure. It doesn't mean school's out for summer for me. No school's out for summer for Sarah. Nope. So I get up every day, I make sure it's in, I'm adjusting to my new program, I'm willing to sit and watch tutorials that teach me things that I think I'm so smart I don't need to know, but I do. So that's it for me. Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom with Keto Under 20. Are you at your goal? Are you at maintenance? Even Weight Watchers, let me know what you're doing that allows you the little something something that when you were in the beginning of your weight loss journey, you didn't do, didn't get near, stayed away from. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye for now.